Alright, what's up you guys? I'm going to do a video here. As soon as I get this camera to stay still, I figure I'll use this camera. Instead of this camera, I keep getting it all filled up with all my other shit. And at least, unlike that camera, this camera I can see myself, knowing exactly where the hell I am in the camera, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm going to do like a video talking about this because this shit makes me laugh. I mean, there's some other shit I want to talk about too that even though I resent it and I see in all these comments I'm talking about somebody's channel, should I mention any names, whose fans I see they're very, should I say it, very reverse prejudice and anti-white or whatever I can call them, this and that. But at the same time, I pick up on some of their comments, but I did want to do other videos on why some of these people are the way they are, but it would take more than one video, and I was undecided whether I should make a big, long-ass comment. In some cases, you're a better writer than doing videos, and you don't want to make a long-ass video. That I want to say, yeah, there is a culture that they're talking about that is like that. They think everybody, just because they do yoga and they're women, that they are like that. Like they're, for one thing, anyway, they're saying, oh, this woman was pounded on the police car, so the cop got scared or feared for his life and shot the woman. And I said, well, even if, okay, let's say, I didn't hear nothing about that, but say she was pounding on a car. This is a woman, right? And the cop shouldn't even be wearing a badge and improperly trained if he's going to fear for his life having to shoot a woman. But, and there's a big but, this is a lot of shit that I want to cut to the chase and not make too long out the video. I do believe, however, and some of these people, if they're agreeable to this part, I'd be willing to play ball and kind of, what do you call it, side with you, or have, what the word is, yeah, here's the word I'm looking for, okay. This is what I say, I should have more respect for you if you kind of believe this, okay, what I'm about to say. If you agree with me that since you're saying that this woman pounded on the car and the cop had to shoot, we're establishing here something that I do believe here myself. That if you believe that anybody that pounded on, say, a police car in this fashion could get shot, okay? For I, for one, do believe, like if I'm dumb enough, I don't care if it's a police car or some stranger's car. Say if I'm dumb enough, okay, and pound on somebody's car. For one thing, at the very least, they can get out the car and beat my ass, whether it's hand-to-hand or with a crowbar, or shoot me. I mean, that's me. I'm saying that if I'm dumb enough, or if you're black, I don't care if you're black and white, my belief is if you are dumb enough to pound on some stranger you don't know's car, say, I don't know, you had too much beer in you at the bar and you didn't know what you're doing, or somebody looked like somebody and you just don't even know what the hell you're doing, and maybe some car looks like somebody else's or something, whatever stupid reason. What I'm saying is, if you think, if in saying that this woman got shot for pounding on the car, even though she was unarmed, if you believe that, I'm thinking some of you must also believe that, I don't care if it's you or me, black or white, that anybody that pounds on somebody else's car in the fashion that you were saying should be shot. I mean, it's in my opinion that, putting aside if you believe that this woman was pounding on a car and she had to be shot while she was unarmed. I mean, if you agree with me about the element that I'm saying, no matter who it is, if they're dumb enough to pound on a car, they can get shot whether they're unarmed or beat with a crowbar, which I think is common sense. I myself do believe in that element right there. If you're with me on that, then maybe I'll have a little bit of respect for you, saying that if you're saying this woman was found in a car. Only then. But I'm saying that that's the only reason I really have to have any respect for anybody that says that. You know what I mean? That like that way. But on another note too, looking at all these other comments, which I showed pictures to certain friends. I've been showing pictures of these different comments, and I've been an advocate for all kind of different people that say shit about each other, and I call it out and expose it, and send photocopies and different things. Comments like, "Oh, this woman is wish she was on marijuana, on bath salts, on this and that." Yeah, good riddance. She deserves to be shot. I expose a lot of shit like that too. But in some of these other comments about the, you seem to indicate a drug culture that's in some of that so-called spiritual and yoga environment. And I'm saying, yes, that does, absolutely that does exist, okay? And I wanted to do more videos about that, why I'm against that. I personally don't give a flying rat's ass about marijuana, or as much as I do is once in a great while on the way from workplace to some restaurant bar. So smell some good food in there, have a beer with a meal, I said, or some cafe, but I'm not even a barstool drinker. And I know people that smoke marijuana. I have friends that smoke it. I really don't give a shit what they do. But then there's certain places where that other shit people be smoking. I don't know how anybody could smoke that shit. That shit stinks. But marijuana personally doesn't bother me. You know, I know people smoke it. You could tell by the actual marijuana. Yeah, that's synthetic marijuana. I heard people going to the hospital dying from that shit. And I frankly think a lot of this legalized marijuana, they're going to start cultivating, they're going to start putting something else in it you don't see, and poison people with it. Because how come it's being introduced so openly by society, and everybody's going hip hip hooray, oh, we can smoke all the marijuana we want. And I have this other belief too that's very smug in my videos. Oh, every fucking buddy wants to be sick, you know, and get on that bandwagon, take pills, and they're taking all these other drugs. And this shit's affecting white people along with black. And I think both sides, even if I see your comments, I'm trying to be fair with some of you people that, yeah, maybe you think certain white people that are in certain practices that they're all like that. I'm going to say we're not all like that. I'm kind of trying to be fair, but too, because I myself ain't much better. I mean, I'm not better. I try to act like I'm maybe better than you. That I see these comments you make about people. Oh, good riddance. You deserve to be shot. You all doing different things like that. Well, I got friends that are like white and they look a certain way and all that too. But I go and say I'm better than you. That you make them prejudiced comments and all that. But if I get pissed off, I do the same fucking thing, you know, whether they have tattoos or something, like a woman or another, somebody that's like me. I'm the most unprejudiced person you'd ever meet up with, but there are certain people that does me wrong or doesn't treat me right, or I find out about it and all that, or a certain attitude that I'll turn around. I'll go on and say, you know what, you look like you run a meth lab somewhere and you look like this and that. I mean, if I get pissed off at certain people that everybody, that's another thing what I wanted to say too. I mean, some of you people that are black that subscribe to these other channels that are that against white people, I got friends that are both black and white that know your own fucking people stab you in the back. I mean, I'm just trying to make this video, get all this information in this video as quick as I can, so it ain't a long ass video and try not to jump subjects. But what I'm saying is, if you're white or black watching this video, don't let these other people on there tell you. I ain't gonna let anybody. I have certain things that I noticed I see as wrong, but I'm not gonna let some other asshole around me telling me how to not be prejudiced, like of my own kind. And anybody that's black shouldn't let any other asshole, whether it's their own race or somebody else, to tell them how to not be prejudiced or who could be prejudiced against. I mean, some of these people. I think everybody needs to watch the YouTube video, The Story of Your Enslavement, and learn how many parts of this world that's basically human farming, and they ought to do a version of that video, Story of Your Enslavement, just on the drug culture that both white and black people have stake in. That is another farm. And certain people with these, there's so damn much shit in here. I mean, whether you're for or into drugs or stay out of them, or whether you're black or white or whatever, it seems like there's a human farm. Even though we try to rebel against one thing, we find in another. There's a freaking human. It seems like these fuckers got you one way or another. I mean, you leave one thing that subscribes to one thing to go to another. Some son of a bitches up there seem to get you one way or another, because they, I think the video, The Story of Your Enslavement, says that preventing you from leaving the farm makes you depressed and underproductive. But if you imagine that you're free in another agency to go to, whether you leave the country, you leave a social clique, you're basically going to another farm with another bunch of sheep and different livestock management approaches. I just wanted to get that in and throw that in there, but your own people that you get in this clique and subscribe to these beliefs. But yes, one person talks about the other race, and yet they're not all like that, but yet just to get you to give money to their group or join their group, they're encouraging the hate for the other color or this and that just for their own selfish reasons. I mean, pretty much got you blackballed, and you need to wake the fuck up. I mean, damn near everywhere you go, they want to encourage this shit just to keep you from. And then if you question it, you might have an accident somewhere, or get arrested, or get beat up, or accidentally by shot. You know what I mean? Or you can be black or white and you disagree with a thing, right? One of your own will shoot you and blame it on somebody that's the other color. I mean, I piss enough of people off. Yeah, don't blame it on somebody else, another color. I could tell you enough of shit that among my own that I disagree with in people's damn games. Like we're in a couple of different workplaces, you know, somebody may have tried to make me have an accident, you know, and this is just among when I call out bullshit with some of my own people of my own color were doing in certain environments, how quickly all of a sudden you come close to having this accident or something almost falling on you in a workplace. I could go on and on about that shit. I mean, this is a fucked up world. Nothing is the same. I mean, as much as I want to get kind of pissed off about, yet I still laugh my ass off at some of these comments. Oh, yeah, the damn crackers, this and that. I myself ain't no Aryan Nation person either. You get involved with those people, you got to do what they say too. But you can't say, well, oh, I ain't doing nothing to this person, even though they're black. That shit ain't right. They ain't bothering anybody. They'll damn kill you. You know what I mean? So just because you're white and disagree with a thing or two doesn't mean you're a fucking member of Aryan Nation and shit either. But if you question just about anything and don't go on the bandwagon, you can rest assured you're going to be a target. Yeah, these stupid YouTube channels are just the tip of the iceberg. You know, one more thing before I end this video. I myself suspect certain video just conveniently doesn't get no views and gets blocked from people seeing. When I talked about that affluenza kid, yeah, some of you people want to talk about white privilege. I have made videos that said, yeah, that kid with his affluenza getting out of stuff, and the judge gave him nothing but, I think, probation, and he later violated the parole, and people took pictures of him, put him on social media playing drinking games. No regard whatsoever. He killed 4 people in a car wreck or whatever, and the race of the people that he killed are unknown. I don't know if 2 of those people he killed might have been black or white. That's still a mystery, but yeah, and him and his mother try to run to Mexico, and Mexico said that's back. I regarded that as something that your crowd, I know who hope you people see this video, that your crowd should have been all over that. White privilege, white kid, white privilege, trying to get him out of it, so to speak. I made videos talking about that, your crowd should have been all over that, and I still right now don't think that crowd was all over it enough, that I'm very disappointed if it's any consolation to you. I suspect that any video or anything that I made on that, yeah, things like the affluenza kids, a couple of kids that were like that, when somebody somewhere, when I made videos talking about that, they conveniently didn't get no views or whatever, or even being blocked for being seen, you know, like only fucking 2 views or something. But shit, I made this long ass video now, but I think I should make a video separate, just saying that, just in case nobody got that far with this video.